What's going on, my friends? Happy Saturday. Happy night one WrestleMania. How the hell are you guys, my friends? We are live streaming right here at X, live streaming right here on Twitch, live streaming on YouTube. How is it going, my friends? Cheers to you, man. How about WrestleMania night number one? Was that good? Your thoughts about it in the comment section. If you're tuning in right now, maybe you're a new viewer, give me a follow and a subscribe right now here on X, also on Twitch and YouTube as well. So thank you very much for tuning in. Man, what a pay-per-view. What a PLE, right? Hell of a show. So if you're watching live on X, I put a poll up, right? Not a stripper poll. I put an actual poll on there. Your thoughts about WrestleMania. Send your thoughts on there right now. Was it good? Was it bad? Or was it, hey, it was okay? So let's get into it, man. Because, I mean, what a show, right? What a show. And right off the bat, let's talk about the big news that WWE has announced on their pre-show. Now, not a lot of people watch the pre-show. I watched it, right? Since the very beginning. I was quite surprised that WWE bought AAA Lucha Libre Promotions down in Mexico. Man, I am surprised that they bought them. I mean, flat out an active wrestling company down in Mexico, which has, been around since what, the 1990s. Historic. Not like CMLL, because CMLL is probably the longest wrestling promotion on the planet Earth right now. But, I find it very fascinating and shocking that WWE bought them right off the bat, and they announced it right before WrestleMania on the kickoff show. And what's also mind-blowing, of course, you have the Lucha Brothers, Penta and Phoenix, on stage. Stephanie Vacca, man, she looks good. Yet El Hijo Fakingo on the stage, which was mind-blowing. You actually think about a year or two ago, he had one of the best damn matches with Kenny Omega on one of the pay-per-views in AEW. And here he is on stage, behind Triple H before WrestleMania in Las Vegas, and the company he works for just got bought out by WWE. To me, that is mind-blowing. So that's huge for WWE to not only obtain AAA Mexican promotion. I mean, what about the rest of the guys? Conan and those guys. I mean, they're still under contract. This is like a WCW revisit. No, this is not the Monday Night Wars, but, you got a lot of guys and gals working for AAA down in Mexico. Are they going to be still in contract when they join the WWE? I don't know. It's very interesting. Are we going to still get Triple Mania, their biggest show of the year? I know last year they had like 3 of them broke out throughout the whole year to celebrate the anniversary. But man, that's some big news to kick off WrestleMania. WWE bought AAA Lucha Libre. Man, that is a huge acquisition from WWE. And obviously their big show going down, the Worlds Collide in June. At the LA Forum, right? The most magical, just iconic venue, right? LA Forum. I mean, so many of my favorite bands like Slayer, which I heard a little teaser that might be playing tomorrow. Just rumors in the music industry. I've been following online. I heard one of my favorite thrash metal bands of all time, Slayer, might be. There's no guarantee they might be performing. That's pretty obvious because Damian Priest is hosting a Slayer show up Pennsylvania in a couple months. So what a favor it would be for Slayer to perform at WrestleMania tomorrow night for Dave Priest against Drew McIntyre. But that's music, man. But that's for tomorrow night. Let's talk about tonight, night number 1 WrestleMania. So I'm gonna go ahead and share you guys the file, the photo for night number 1 here really quickly here. And again, throughout the show, man, your thoughts, your opinions of night number 1 WrestleMania. Man, I've seen people bitch and complain, like, man, it's, all the hype and all that stuff, some of it was predictable. Some of it was, A-okay. Apparently my internet's acting up here. I'm trying to get the photo up here for you guys for night 1 WrestleMania card here. Let's try it one more time. Let's see if the love of the internet will work here. So anyway, as we mentioned, 7 matches total. Talk about the injuries. There we go. We got the card up here. So, talk about the injuries. My goodness gracious. It kind of reminded me AEW All Out like 2 years ago. Like 10 people got injured before a pay-per-view. I'm like, fuck, man, how many people get injured? So, obviously, last night, after, I did my WrestleMania live stream party. After SmackDown, we kind of found out that Rey Mysterio got hurt. Then he announced on the pre-show that he's not medically cleared, which puts in Ray Phoenix, and that is huge. Me as a longtime wrestling fan, dude, that is awesome. The Ray Phoenix, his first ever WrestleMania. Obviously, Penta's going to be on the show tomorrow night for night number 2. So that is, as a wrestling fan, that is a proud moment, right? A proud moment. We get the Lucha Brothers at WrestleMania. My goodness. But yeah, man, which we'll get to shortly. Rey Mysterio is out of action. Ray Phoenix took over her spot. Now, Bayley, she got attacked backstage on the pre-show, and they treat her like she's hurt. And Lyra Valkyria needs a partner. She has 24 hours to figure out who's her partner is going to be for tomorrow night. So throw some suggestions out there, man. Who you think Lyra Valkyria's opponent could be for tomorrow? It could be Becky Lynch. We'll have to wait and see. Michelle McCool, your Hall of Famer. But you know, that was a great Hall of Fame last night. Late show, but it was a great Hall of Fame. I enjoyed it. Anyway, so pre-show wasn't too bad, right? Good big moment for WWE announcing they just bought AAA Mexican promotion. Yeah, you got Jelly Roll singing. I'm sorry. I'm not a big Jelly Roll fan. He's oversaturated in the music business. He's not my thing. Maybe he's your thing, but yeah. Well, I mean, it was good. Okay. Good old USA. USA. All right, let's move on here. First match of the show. All right. Gunther versus Jey Uso. Yeet. Of course, Gunther came down defending the World Heavyweight Championship match against Jey Uso. Jey Uso, great entrance, man. Yeah, the Raiders cheerleaders coming out with the flags, dancing, down the stairs at the Legion Stadium. I love the camera shots, man. I love the production. Let's talk about that really quick. The WrestleMania production is top notch. I love this. They have seats on the stage. That's amazing. That's smart. How much they would cost? What, $10,000 per seat? I gotta sell my right foot just to get up there. But that's cool, man. They got seats on stage, and yeah, AEW. I'm not going down that route. Anyway, they had seats on the stage, and they have seats on the second tier on the stage as well. So that's pretty cool, man. That's talk about a best seat in the house. You're on the WrestleMania stage with a hefty price tag, though. But man, the drone shots, I enjoy that. Really cool, man. I enjoy the hell out of it. So Jey Uso, right? I love his gear, man. His gear is flashy, perfect for a WrestleMania in Las Vegas, right? Flashy, got all 61,000 people going yeet. Just amazing. I loved it. Comes down to the ring, big crowd pop. Out comes Gunther, your ring general, who walked down as your World Heavyweight Champion. Of course, came down to the ring. A lot of big boos, as expected. Pretty solid match between both guys. Beat the living hell out of each other between Gunther and Jey Uso, right? A lot of stiff shots. Pretty good stuff. I enjoyed the hell out of it. Now I'm trying to replay in my brain for Braden of what went down in the match. But long story short, Jey Uso won, man, as predicted. I think a lot of people saw the direction how WWE's been pointing at it. This underdog story from Jey Uso, right? But there's one thing I think some people may agree with me. The way the match ended, right? We talked about Gunther's, superior resume, his superior when he comes to a world champion, right? He was the Intercontinental Champion. He brought prestige to it. He brought prestige to the world champion, right? He is a prestige wrestler, but you had him tap in a submission. Again, we had the Stone Cold Bret Hart match from WrestleMania 13, of course, right here in Chicago. Got inducted to the Hall of Fame. Austin never tapped out in sharpshooter from Bret Hart. He fainted and passed out. So you see where I'm going? I rather prefer have Gunther fainted, right, in that submission than get tapped out like a bitch, right? Again, Gunther has that mystiqueness. he has that legendary status. Like he has that the aura that he is that superior wrestler. And he does all that just to get tapped at WrestleMania by Jey Uso. You know, you get what I'm saying? I'm not going to beat up on it too much, but if I was the booker, if I was a booker, which I'm not, I'm just a dipshit fan, that was just a wrestling fan, I'd rather have Gunther get passed out, unconscious, and Jey Uso won the match. To show not only that Jey Uso's a stronger man coming out of it, but he's also telling the world that he is superior over the ring general Gunther. That's what I would have done. But what they did tonight was Gunther tapped. He tapped out to Jey Uso. And Jey Uso walked away as your new World Heavyweight Championship. So I'm not going to bitch about that. You know, again, if you watched my live stream party last night, my WrestleMania party, I got it right here in living proof. I circled it. I got a big one for me right there. So if you know me and you listen to the podcast, check out my official podcast, Into the Square Circle Podcast, Facebook, not Facebook. Well, I'm on there as well. Spotify, iHeartRadio, Google Podcasts. You know, my streaks and PLEs pay-per-views has been pretty good lately. So my first win on my prediction. Jey Uso, congrats to Mr. Yeeter himself. Jay, man, that's awesome. So I'm looking forward to Monday Night Raw this coming Monday. A nice little Yeet Fest going down the Raw after WrestleMania. So far, what are your guys' thoughts about Gunther and Jey Uso? There's your opinions, man. You guys are watching as well. So if you're tuning in live right now on Twitch, YouTube, and YouTube, TikTok, and not TikTok, X and Twitch. I do post on TikTok. If you miss any of the matches, I put some of the matches on my TikTok as well. So Gunther, Jey Uso, pretty solid. Jey Uso's your winner. So good stuff. Let's get into the next match. The War Raiders, right? Put their tag team titles on the line against the New Day, Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods. Of course, the New Day came out. They kick everything off. A lot of boos. Out comes the War Raiders with what the hell they're wearing? The Clash of the Champions, Clash of the Castle uniform, wherever the hell they wore that game, Clash of the Castle. Anyway, the War Raiders came out. Pretty decent match, of course. You know, I'll be honest with you, this was more of a beer break for me, so I kind of stepped in and out throughout this match. But you know, I from what I saw, the New Day play a little bit dirty with the War Raiders, of course, and holy smokes, you know, the New Day was trying to walk away with the titles, of course, and you know, they were trying to scram and get the hell out of there by cheating it. But let me look. Long story short, the New Day won as predicted. Not a lot of people were happy about it. But again, they are your new World Tag Team Champions. And they grabbed their titles and they ran the hell out of there. They ran the hell up the ramp to get the hell out of there as your New Day, your World Champions. So as predicted, I expected the New Day to win. You know, just because they got a refresh brand image, you know, they have a new look, different style. I think this is a New Day era again. So without Big E, of course. So something to keep our eyes peeled, possibly on Monday or Friday, whatever nights they're going to be on. But the New Day, yeah, they're your new World Tag Team Championships. So far, WrestleMania Night 1, we got 2 title changes to kick off WrestleMania. Yeah, how about that? So, as I mentioned, we had Rey Mysterio was hurt, not in action. So we have Rey Fenix went toe-to-toe against El Grande Americano. Now, I had my complaint last night. I'm not a big fan of this Americano cappuccino motherfucker. He's not my favorite. I'm sorry. He's not. I mean, maybe you're a fan, but he is not my favorite. I'm sorry. Not my thing. Anyway, he came out. They had the mariachis on stage, you know, singing the American song of mariachis. My Lord. Then out comes Rey Fenix. Man, whoo, doggy. He looks good, baby. Pyro going off. He looks good. Hell of a match, by the way, man. Rey Fenix, man, just insane luchador style, insane moves, walking the tightrope. Just incredible in this match. And look, Chad Gable, he's a fantastic wrestler. If that's really him under the mask, come on now. Chad Gable's a great wrestler, right? You cannot deny he's been treated like a damn goof in WWE. Chad Gable's a great wrestler. I'll admit to you guys right now, he is a great wrestler. You put a mask on him, he's still a fucking great wrestler. He tried to be a luchador. He's not one, but he's still a great wrestler. But he cheated in the match, of course, by putting a we call it like a metal plate inside the luchador mask, put like right on his forehead. He gave a headbutt to Ray Phoenix, of course. He did a flying headbutt and defeated Ray Phoenix 1, 2, 3 for the win. And of course, El Hijo de Fakingo was at ringside, of course, as I talked about, part of the AAA roster, of course. And seemed like they're teasing something there. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see on that. But Ray Phoenix made his WrestleMania debut and lost his first WrestleMania match. Yeah. But, I'm a big Ray Phoenix, but, with Rey Mysterio, I mean, if Rey Mysterio was not hurt, would any of this shit would work in this match with Ray? I don't know. But anyway, I picked Rey Mysterio on my previous prediction, and I did not get that. So, all right. So let's move on here next to Jade Cargill versus Naomi. Naomi, how about that? She got a new music, more like a heavy metal style. Something different. Her ring attire is all like caution tape, like warning, do not cross, police tape or whatever the hell she's wearing. She came out something new, something different. And the Jade Cargill, that's my girl right there, baby. Talk about another proud wrestling fan moment, man. Seeing the Lucha Brothers in WrestleMania. Then you have Jade Cargill at WrestleMania, man. Gosh dang, what a star Jade Cargill is. Jade Cargill made it to the big time when you have Jim Contour from the Weather Channel opening your intro segment. Come on, man. That's something cool, right? Jim Contour from the National Weather Service television, the Weather Channel. Who watches the Weather Channel? I do. Nah, not really. But that's pretty cool, man. Hey, man, sunny outside. Whoa, it's windy. And now there's a storm coming. Out comes Jade Cargill. Man, she's just a beautiful lady. She looks great. She was fantastic in the match, of course. Both ladies that had a hell of a match. Jade looked great, but you know what? Naomi fell short. Jade Cargill picked up an impressive win. Shit, man. I forgot to give you guys my the total timestamp. So that match right there was 9 minutes and 20 seconds. So of course, the Jey Uso and Gunther were 16 minutes and 30 seconds. The tag team match was 9 minutes and 15. And Jade and Naomi was 9:20. So if you're keeping tabs on time, or maybe you have a record book at home, Jade Cargill, man, pretty solid, man. She looked great. Her first WrestleMania singles victory for her. So congrats to Jade Cargill. Great match, great win for her. And I'm super happy for her. And another win on my previous prediction. So overall, I thought it was a great match. All right, let's talk about this match here, man. LA Knight, versus Jacob Fatu, man. LA Knight rolled up in a what he rolled up into was like a Tesla. I don't know. He rolled up in a car. It's pretty cool. The window came down as LA Knight opened the door. That was pretty cool entrance. Jacob Fatu wearing a mask. Looks like a badass. What a match, right? Man, there was a spot in the match where LA Knight, what was it? Fuck, man. It was like a reversal, man, with Jacob Fatu, either like a Samoan chop or a spear or a moonsault, and LA Knight turned into a BFT. And man, this was a pretty good match, man. It was a slobber knocker, as Jim Ross would say, 10 minutes and 40 seconds. Man, these guys beat the living hell out of each other, man. Jacob Fatu was fantastic with all his moonsaults he did. Man, it was a great match. And of course, the match ended where Jacob Fatu did his multi moonsaults from each turnbuckle of the ring, of course. And holy smokes, man. As predicted, I talked about this last night, man. Jacob Fatu is red hot, right? Yeah, he is the bad guy. He's the heel, but he is a fan favorite. He's sure as hell one of my favorites. And he proved it to the world. And was it Pat McAfee or Michael Cole talked about his conviction, right? He went to jail, prison, right? And not a lot of people know about that. Like when he was it before MLW or during MLW? He had a prison record. That's why WWE couldn't sign him sooner. And, he went to jail. He was a real legit bad man. And it's incredible how his career shaped out to be. And here he is in in WrestleMania, defeated LA Knight and walking away with the WWE United States Championship. So that was pretty cool moment, man. I'm happy. I'm pretty satisfied with that. I kind of predicted that was going to happen. Jacob Fatu, a big, massive win for him. I enjoyed it. And your guys' thoughts? Do you enjoyed, Jacob Fatu beating LA Knight? Did you guys enjoy that? Your thoughts, your opinions. But man, hell of a match. And we'll have to see what's next for Jacob, man. Is this going to strengthen the Sokoa tribal family? I'm not sure what the family is called. The family. Is that going to put a little bit more leverage? Is Jacob Fatu is going to going off his own beaten path and become a destructive champion? We don't know yet. But in the meantime, Jacob Fatu walked away with the U.S. title. That was good stuff all around. So as I mentioned, that match was a total of 10 minutes and 40 seconds. All right, so I'm a little off on here on my schedule here. So, all right, so we got Rey Fenix got defeated by Americano. All right, let's talk about Tiffany Stratton and Charlotte. Holy smokes. Oh, man. Great match. I said this is probably going to be the women's match of the weekend. Now, we still have 2 women's matches tomorrow night for night number 2. We have Io Sky, Bianca, and Ripley, 3-way style. And then we have a women's tag team titles with Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez versus Lyra and a mystery partner tomorrow. By far, Tiffany and Charlotte put on a hell of a fucking match tonight, I should say. Man, what a match. Both ladies beat the crap out of each other. I mean, I can't tell these ladies are stiffing the shit out of each other. I mean, there were some stiff shots. And I can see Charlotte. I don't know if she was trying to communicate with her or she was talking shit to Tiffany Stratton, man. Holy smokes. These ladies went to war. Let's talk about that entrance. Man, Tiffany Stratton and the whole Barbie theme entrance. I love that. And I always viewed her as a Barbie girl. She, like, no joke. I know that song, Barbie Girl. Yeah, man. I view her as a snotty, bratty Barbie girl. And WWE hit her right on the head, baby. I love the boxes on the stage, like it's like a Barbie box. They had the whole entrance was like a Barbie playhouse. That was really cool. Kudos to the WWE production. That was good stuff. And of course, Charlotte Flair. She came out right with the Roll Royce. See that twice. Roy. Fuck it. She came out in a fancy car. So 2 cars in WrestleMania's entrances. But Charlotte Flair came out in a fancy car. Just a superstar. She's a star, right? She's getting booed at. 61,000 people booing her happy ass. But she's a star. Say what you want. She's a future Hall of Famer. 17 time, maybe 16, whatever, how many championships she's won. But again, Tiffany Stratton came down to the ring as your women's world champion, putting her title on the line against Charlotte Flair. And holy smokes, man, I don't know what to say bad about it because it was an excellent match. I think Tiffany might had a chipped tooth or lost a tooth. That's how stiff this match was. And we'll have to wait and see if both ladies shake hands after the match. But my gosh, man, it was good stuff. Good stuff. And your thoughts about this match? What's your thought? By the way, Tiffany defeated Charlotte Flair fair and square by pinfall. 1, 2, 3. Boom! Tiffany Stratton retains. Man, I did not see that coming. I picked Charlotte Flair in my previews and predictions, and son of a bitch, Tiffany Stratton, she's walking away, retaining. A big, massive win for her. And either way, I'm not going to be pissed about it because I talked about this last night. If Tiffany won and she retained, this is a big moment for her. She defeated the queen of wrestling. She defeated one of the multi-women's world champion at WrestleMania at her own game. That's a big moment for Tiffany Stratton, for a girl that's been in the industry for very little time in the main roster. Charlotte has her by a mile. I mean, her resume is stacked compared to Tiffany. This is like apples and oranges. Tiffany put on a big win, offered her Charlotte Flair. That is big. So my personal, just in the eyes of a wrestling fan, that's huge for her. Congrats to Tiffany Stratton retaining. And what's next for her? What next for Charlotte? We'll have to keep our eyes peeled this coming Friday on the SmackDown. All right, so far, we have one more match to go, the main event. Your thoughts about WrestleMania Night 1 so far? We just went right through we just plowed through 6 matches. Is any of these matches you enjoyed so far, right? I just go on Twitter, I see people bitching about it. Dad, this is only mid. This is a Monday Night Raw card. Dad. Fucking sakes, man. You can never be happy, can you? My goodness gracious. It's not Roger and Ebert, okay? Oh, and by the way, the main event was fucking fantastic, right? It was fantastic, which we'll talk about next. So who came out first? Seth Rollins, right? I love this entrance. Seth Rollins came out like a black, what the hell? He's like a freaking, what do those call those guy? Like one of my favorite bands of all time, Ghost, right? They always wear these hooded, they're like Sleep Token. If you're a fan of Sleep Token, they wear like a black drape and, look like fucking, Palpatine from Star Wars. He comes out with a flamethrower and the lights goes out. I'm like, oh shit, Undertaker's going to come out. Like, nah. Well, just like my camera. So anyway, Seth Rollins came out like a black hoodie, whatever. And he came out and the lights came on and he was wearing all white, right? He was like a messiah, right? A messiah Seth Rollins. We talked about this. We need a messiah Seth Rollins back. And I hope we get that. And hey, man. He came out. He looks great, man. As a star. People go, whoa, coming out singing. So out comes Roman Reigns. Gosh dang, Roman Reigns looked like a badass star. Say what you want about the OTC Roman Reigns. He's a god, baby. He is a star. He looks great. Roman Reigns has an aura as a wrestler. And I had my wife sitting on the floor putting Easter stuff together. And she's like, oh, yeah, there's my husband. I'm like, hold on. What did you just say? Get the hell out of here. I had to kick my wife out of here. You want to trade me for this guy? Get out of here. So I'm like, you know what? I'm waiting for my guy to show up. Second City Safe. Chicago's very my boy CM Punk. And one of my favorite rock and roll bands of all time, Living Color. How about that? Living Color. Of course, playing their classic Cult of Personality. My goodness, man. It's great to see them on stage playing. Vernon Reed and the boys just still getting it done, man. And, man, they played a club like 5 minutes from my house last year. I wish I went to saw them. But anyway, Living Color. They still kicking ass, still making music, still all touring. Go support Living Color, man. They're a kick-ass rock and roll band. Anyway, they came out and they cranked out Cult of Personality. CM Punk had a big crowd. Pop. Out comes Paul Heyman, his best buddy, kissing CM Punk in the head. They're holding hands coming down the ring. And I'm like, here we go, man. This is the CM Punk is skipping down the ring with a big old smile. Like, this is it, baby. CM Punk. He's a man on a mission right now. So all 3 guys get in the ring, and here we go, man. Rollins, Roman Reigns take out Rollins. Eventually, all the guys went out in the crowd. Again, it's a 3-way, right? And I keep forgetting triple threats are no rules, right? And I don't know, man. I'm not a big fan of that rule. But anyway, some reason triple threats have always been a no disqualification, meaning you can hit each other with trash cans or wherever the hell you want. And that's what they did in the crowd. Eventually, all 3 guys got back in the ring, and they just went to war. I mean, they went to war. Paul Heyman is sitting at ringside, just flabbergasted, watching each one of his guys get destroy the shit out of each other. And you see CM Punk coming to Paul Heyman. Hey, man, I need some wisdom from you, man. What should I do next in the ring? Right? And he tells him, and see Paul Heyman's, he got his hands over his face, peeking through his fingers, watching all three guys beating the shit out of each other. Man, they're trading chops, man. Chops. Hey, I love the tributes, man. Of course, we know CM Punk does the "Ooh yeah, Macho Man," the elbow drop from the top corner, buckle on Seth Rollins. He tried to do it to Roman Reigns and it failed. Eventually, what was it? Was it Seth Rollins on Roman's shoulders, or was Roman on Seth's shoulders? I don't know. It was one of those two on the shoulders. Punk was on the turnbuckle, and they paid homage to the Doomsday. Say it right, Jip dipshit. Doomsday Device from the Road Warriors, Animal Hawk. Oh, what a rush. Man, that's a great move, man. Doomsday Device, man. Paying tribute to the Macho Man at WrestleMania and the Road Warriors. Pretty damn cool, man. And yeah, man, these guys it was just nonstop chaos. Curve stop, GTS, go to sleep, spear, curve stop, GTS, just back and forth, banter after banter after banter. I'm like, holy fuck, man. And you go 1-2 kick out, Seth Rollins. No. Comes CM Punk 1-2 kick out. No. Comes Roman Reigns. It was going on. How long was this freaking match? How long? Let's look at it here really. 32 minutes. Holy shit. 32 minutes and 55 seconds. My sister texted me. She don't watch wrestling, but she went to watch this main event, and she's like, man, someone better win. I'm like, I know, man, this match is intense. Just back and forth and just nonstop mayhem. Storyline. Roller coaster storyline. But everything pivot, right? Everything pivot in the match where, all right, these guys beating the shit out of each other. Paul Heyman had enough. Paul Heyman turns around, grabs a steel chair, right? He grabs a steel chair, of course. Before the steel chair happened, of course, how about the ring announce tables, right? They look pretty cool, right? They're like ESPN tables. And throughout the show, I'm like, man, they look very dangerous to put someone through that table because that looks so nice. Like, are these tables breakable? Well, they tested the theory in the main event. Seth Rollins was trying to reunite the Shield with Roman Reigns, and Roman Reigns like, fuck you, man. He slapped the shit out of Seth Rollins. And of course, Roman Reigns powerbomb CM Punk through one announce table, the American table. And then Roman Reigns powerbomb Seth Rollins on the Hispanic table. I'm like, fuck, man, that looks like it hurts their back, man. So I don't know what kind of table material they use for these new tables, but man, holy shit, man. I'm like, ooh, man, my back hurts after watching it. Anyway, all three guys get in the ring. Paul Heyman has a steel chair, and he was ready to. Actually, Roman Reigns looked at Paul Heyman. He's like, come on, man, hand me the chair. And Paul Heyman threw the chair to CM Punk, disappointing Roman Reigns. Paul Heyman gets on the ring. Paul Heyman gets behind CM Punk. He has that menacing face. Like I see Paul Heyman getting behind him. Like, oh, I hope this son of a bitch ain't gonna like fucking turn his back on him. And guess what happened? Paul Heyman low blows CM Punk. CM Punk is holding the chair. He drops the chair. And Roman Reigns is laughing like, ha ha, motherfuckers. He is mine now, bitches. And well, that was not the case, right? Yes, Seth Rollins beat up. He had his back turned. You hear Paul Heyman, okay, my tribal chief, hit him in the back. The Shield member, this is payback. Throughout history, this is your chance to hit him in the back. And as Roman Reigns was ready to swing the chair, Paul Heyman low blows Roman Reigns. I'm like, motherfucker. He low blowed Seth Rollins. I'm sorry, low blowed CM Punk. Low blow right on Roman Reigns' nuts. Up his nuts, damn it. I think his nuts went up his throat and came out of his mouth, man. Because Paul Heyman, that fucking right arm, baby. Woo, doggy. Oh, my gosh. And there we go. I talked about this last night, and boy, I was struggling. I was sweating, baby. I was sweating last night. I said 85% towards Seth Rollins, 80% CM Punk. And you crazy bastards watching right now, if you watched me live last night, I talked about this. It was a tough one. Man, my finger was on the Seth Rollins lane, and I chose CM Punk because it bit me in the ass. Mother son of a gun. Seth Rollins joining forces. Or let me say this. Paul Heyman is joining forces. Seth Rollins get the win. Walks away with Paul Heyman. Holy smokes. What a ending. What a ending. Heartbroken for not only CM Punk, but the OTC tribal chief, Roman Reigns. So that is interesting. Now, will it play a role tomorrow night for night 2? I doubt it. I mean, if it is, I'd be shocked. But I mean, all eyes are on Monday after WrestleMania. Get some answers from either guys, from Paul Heyman and Seth Rollins. That's something we have to keep our eyes peeled. But holy smokes, man, what a ending to Monday Night Raw, man. Seth Rollins, Paul Heyman. So let's come back to me here really quick. Let's kind of wrap up the show here. If you're watching live right now on a Saturday night, post WrestleMania night number 1, thank you very much for watching. So 7 matches total. See, 7, 9, 8, 7, 9, 8, 6, 5, 6, 6, 5, 6, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I can't count, dipshit. So 4 and 3. I'm 4 and 3. Yeah, 4 and 3 on my predictions on my WrestleMania. So there we go. You got me and my witness here. 4 and 3. That's my previews and predictions. That's my record. I'll see how things will shape out tomorrow night for night number 2. But man, your thoughts about it. Your thoughts on night number 1 WrestleMania. Holy smokes, what a night. And if you like it, you hate it, it's done, right? And we'll see how night number 2 will play out. And join me tomorrow morning, Sunday morning, Easter morning. I know it's going to be a busy day for a lot of people. It's Easter. Got to take their kids out. Maybe got brunch with your family. I get it. But I'm going to try to squeeze it in there and give you guys my preview, recap of the matches for night number 2 tomorrow. And, man, here we go, man. Blockbuster ending to night number 1, WrestleMania. So thank you very much for tuning in tonight. As always, I appreciate it. As always, support the podcast. Support the feed right here on YouTube, X, and on Twitch as well. Give me a follow and a subscribe as always. Thank you very much for watching. As always, God bless. Have a great Saturday night. Happy WrestleMania weekend. And I'll talk to you guys tomorrow morning right here on Into the Squared Circle